The following is a presentation of KSL Sports. First and 12. A total roundup of this weekend's BYU football and the new look Big 12 Conference. First and 12 is sponsored by Macy's Grocery Store. Your hosts are Mitch Harper and Alex Kirry on KSL News Radio and the KSL Sports Zone.
Good vibes for BYU today. A lot better than last Sunday. Cougs bounce back. Got a big win over Texas Tech, 27-14, and we're breaking it down here on First and 12. Mitch Harper, Alex Kirry here on KSL Sports Zone and KSL News Radio. Head coach Kalani Sitake, he shared his breakdown of the game, getting that big win over the Red Raiders.
What I'm looking at is like we need to do better. I think that, I mentioned before, other than the turnovers, I like that we were able to get turnovers, but third down on offense and defense, that we can be better. So we need to sustain some third downs, get first downs. But I think we did enough to win the game. I think we had it too dramatic at the end. We had some opportunities to make plays, and I thought whenever you force, how many turnovers? There was 5 turnovers, right? And we were able to get out of a couple fourth downs. That's a good sign. But I keep thinking about the plays that we left on the field, the ones that actually turned into interceptions, and those are easy. Just catch the ball, and when you give those opportunities, those gifts, you can't squander them. And so overall, I thought we tackled well. I thought for the most part, there's a few things that we could fix. I think the missed assignment gave them a big play on the touchdown, the first touchdown, and. But the guys' effort and their resilience, especially on defense, allowed us to get this win. Still a lot of room for improvement in all 3 phases. But, yeah, we'll take the win, we'll build on it, and then look forward to playing our best next week when we get to Austin, Texas. So take any questions you guys have.
Kalani, you've talked all season about wanting more takeaways. So seeing a game where you get 5 official, and you mentioned the turnovers on downs, it's got to be rewarding to see the defense get that many, force that many takeaways.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm happy about it. I want to see more disruption. It's just Jay does too, and so we know that there's guys still getting used to the scheme, getting used to the system, and so there's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of plays that we could have made still. That the call was set up perfectly for the throws that they gave us, and the plays that they gave us, and we didn't capitalize on it. So I thought we could have had more, believe it or not, disruption and turnovers, and at least get the quarterback get off his timing so we can maybe generate some sacks and things like that. But the guys were active. They flew around, caused Texas Tech to hold us a few times, and those were big. They saved us because they were big plays, So that's the game of football. But I think if you have great effort and you work really hard, things are gonna work out in your favor. And glad that they called those holding penalties because they were holding. But you want your guys to always work hard and have it pay off when you give the effort. And so that was a good thing for us. And fortunate for us, there's still a lot of room to improve on. So I keep looking at it. And there's just not enough. I'm looking to play our best, but I'm happy about the win. But I know we can play better than that, and that's the focus. But we'll keep building. We keep getting better and better. It's good to see Aiden back on the field again. So we'll keep working. I know we're working on getting some guys healthy. Hopefully get Kibo back next week, and I know he wants to be ready for that game heading out to Texas, his home state. So what else?
On offense, you only had 68 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
Was they kind of going conservative with the lead, or plays just weren't?
Have to look at it. I think Texas Tech made some plays, and we got behind the sticks early on first down. A couple plays that we had that made us lose way too many yards to make up, and then found ourselves in 3rd and long, which is what we were trying to avoid. And then credit to Texas Tech, they made some plays. They got through our pass protection a couple times, and. Just wish if we can hang on just a little bit longer, Keaton can make the throw. We can get some big plays because there were some real open wide receivers there, and that's the risk of what you take on the blitz. And we didn't. I think we're on the right guys. We just got to sustain the blocks a little bit longer, give Keaton a little bit more time to make plays, and that not good enough. My answer is not good enough in the second half, and I know A-Rod and the guys know they can play better than that.
Guys were flying around tonight. One of those guys was Tyler Batty. What was it about his energy?
Yeah, I mean, he does it on punt. He's on the shield. He's our punt captain, and so he flies around. This is what he does all the time. He's just wired that way. He's a kid from Payson that loves playing here and loves being this close to home. And so I'm glad that he was out there to make plays for us, and that he made a difference on special teams, which is huge. Granted that they got some returns that got up to him. I'd like to see us handle the returns a little bit better. Really missed having Marcus McKenzie out there. We gave some other guys opportunities, but hopefully we can get Marcus healthy and back for next week too.
What areas did you feel like you improved today from last week?
Well, I mean, we didn't get down. I thought the energy and the belief with making plays was there, especially in the first half. First half I thought was a good half. Not perfect, but the guys played really sound in all three phases. And then the second half, we kind of, like I said, credit to Texas Tech. They're trying to find a way to get back in the game. And just looking at the scoreboard and seeing a 2-score lead when you're like, man, we have so many turnovers, so many opportunities that we should have capitalized on and just didn't do that. So I'd like to see us improve that and just kind of, I don't even remember when we had Cincinnati here and then we had a bad snap. We could have ended that too. So it's you can't let teams hang around in this conference. They're going to find ways to hurt you, and I don't want to learn that lesson. I think we can see it from other people. Let's try to find ways to close games out, especially when we have them where we want.
16 carries for Aiden tonight. Did you expect that workload for him coming in, or was that higher than expected?
Yeah, I mean, I think those guys can handle a lot of the runs. We knew that Aiden and LJ was going to get the bulk of the runs, but those guys are a good 1-2 punch. And then we threw in Dion in there, and he adds a little bit to the mix too. So we feel good about the running back core. I don't know if the numbers will go one way or the other, but we know that we can rely on both those guys to take the bulk of the carries.
Was LJ okay?
Yeah, LJ's fine. LJ's okay. Yeah.
Are you pleased with the progress that you've seen from the run game?
Yeah, I mean,
the struggles that you had earlier in the season.
It didn't. I mean, we didn't finish the game on victory, which means that the running game is really effective and that you converted first downs. But we're close. Third and long and just giving the ball to Aiden. We've done that before Tyler, and so it was nice to see our guys be able to convert a first down in third and long when they know you're going to run and we run the ball and there it is, But yeah, we're capable of doing that. I thought that we're on top of the runs. I thought everything was looking good in the run game. There's still some room for improvement in every phase, and especially in the run game too.
Didn't see much Chase Roberts. Was he banged up in the second half? What was his?
No, he's fine. I mean, I think nobody's 100% right now, But we're gonna try to find ways to get better and get fresh and make sure that we're ready to roll next week. But I think some guys they're ready when the number's called, and he played quite a bit though.
You feel like you've got some stability now at safety with Slade and Wakely moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I thought other than the drop interceptions, Crew had a really good game, and then I thought Slade played really, really nicely. That we still have ability to use Raider in there as well. So it's unfortunate we've had some of the injuries at that position, but it's good that we have depth there. I don't really need to test the depth out anymore.
Through 7 weeks, do you feel like the offense has found its identity yet? And if so, what do you think it is?
Yeah, I think just do whatever it takes to win, but I think there's still room for improvement. I feel like on both sides of the ball, guys are still we still have some new bodies and some new people to the scheme. They're getting used to it. They're starting to develop a rapport with each other on the line in the passing game with their quarterback, and then on defense, understanding the scheme a little bit more. Jay's not really happy about what we could have done on third down. He felt like there could have been some more plays to be made on defense, and I know A-Rod feels the same way, and I know K-Pop feels the same way on special teams. So good to win. We're excited about it. We know that we can play football with these guys and come out with a victory, but there's still a lot of places that we can improve on, and I'm excited to get to work on that.
Yeah, you notice, Mitch, I mean, I think that's probably the best way that Kalani loves to end a press conference with. He got the win, he's happy, and then he goes, we got a lot of stuff to work on. I think that's a head coach's dream, right?
Yeah, it really is. And to be 5-2, I think this is a great spot for BYU to be in. And the thing is, too, Alex, and we'll get to it coming up a little bit later, but you go next week to Austin, you got nothing to lose. I mean, you're going to probably be a 3-touchdown underdog even if Quinn Ewers is out. and you got nothing to lose because there's still a belief that you're going to get to bowl eligibility. You got a lot of games after Texas, a whole month's worth, so you got an opportunity. So just go loose and just try to get better. And I thought BYU made strides, improvements in that win over Texas Tech, and I think that's Kalani Sitake has got to feel good about the response from his team, and he wanted a team that could handle adversity. Well, he got a resounding statement that, yes, they can handle adversity and bounce back in a quick way.
We'll take another break here. We'll come back with our Game of the Week. Speaking of Texas, kind of fortuitous here that we'll be talking about the team that BYU will be taking on next week down in Austin. So many more things to talk about here. We've got a ton for you. And next hour, you do not want to miss a very special edition. It's like an after-school special, Mitch. It's like a special edition of our Sound Roundup of the Big 12. We have something really fun for you that our producer Eric has put together that you do not want to miss. So stay right here, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone, and also on KSL News Radio. It is 1st and 12.